Hello and welcome to this video in which I test out your apps. So again, you have been awesome, you have sent in a lot of your apps, and in this video I'm going to test some of them. So let's see if I can locate the folder here. So these are the apps that I'm going to test out in this video. It's 6 apps in total, and if your app hasn't been featured yet or isn't being featured in this video right now, don't despair. I still have a whole spreadsheet with lots of apps that I have left to test. So I will get to it, but in this video, these are the apps that we are going to take a look at. Oops, a snap. So the first one is James Bay Facts. Now I want to say that I have almost not taken a look at any of these apps. They're completely new to me, so I don't know them inside out. I've just taken a look at some of them, not all of them. So these are going to be almost first impressions. So this app is all about James Bay and presenting facts about James Bay. This is fact number 1. James Bay is located on the southern end of Hudson Bay in Canada. James Bay borders the provinces of Ontario and Quebec. Okay. And here I can then switch between fact number or the facts. Let's see, the largest islands. Okay, so this is a nice app about James Bay. And as you can see, it's a pretty basic app. You know, you probably have those facts stored in an array somewhere or maybe in core data, and then when I click on next, you just loop through those elements. So it's a basic app, but it has been solved in a very good way because you always have a tendency to make it more complicated than it could be. This is just simplified down to the basics, which I like. It's simple and clean. You click on next to see the next fact, and you click on previous to view the previous fact. It's a pretty intuitive setup. Now, one thing that I would like to add, and that is, let's say I'm at fact number 67. And then my mother comes by and she asks me, "What are you doing?" And I want to show her the awesome app that I'm just using. And I say to her, "Let me show you." And I have one particular fact that I really liked, and that was fact number 2. Just wait a second and I will get the fact for you. And then you have to click on previous. Just wait a little bit for me. I'm going to find fact number 2. I will be there very, very soon. Just wait a couple more seconds and I'll be there. I'll be there. Number 2, here it is. All island within. You see? So it takes a pretty long time to navigate through the facts. And so what I would do is probably add a slide out menu or something like that, where you are displaying a table view with all of the facts, so that I can scroll through that table view and thereby get to the facts more easily. That's one thing I would add. I would probably also think about how you can add a title to each fact so that I can memorize the title and thereby know which fact to go to. For example, if I liked a certain fact that I knew was about fishing, then I might have a hard time finding that fact again. You could also do maybe a favorite function. So if I particularly liked a fact, I can click on star it, favorite, and then it will show up in my favorites list. So that's some implementations to think about right there. But awesome apps, it's simple, it does the job, and therefore it's a great app. The next one that we're going to take a look at is Stormed. So let's jump in here. And what I first of all like, what I immediately when seeing it, it's a nice clean design. The ad ruins a bit of that clean design, but of course you need to make some money, so I completely understand. But it is a really clean design nevertheless. Then I click on start here. And then the point here is try to get through these cracks here without touching the red boxes. And it's actually harder than it looks because, let's see, at least these I have. I think that was the first time. Yeah. My high score is 9, so try to see if you can beat that. But again, what I like here is that it's very, very clean. You know, it's one color or 3 colors, white, red, and black. The whole app is built up of those 3 colors. I like that. It's clean, it's nice. It builds an overall brand image. Also, when you play, it's only boxes, and we have the score up at the top of that. I also like that. So it's a very, very clean game, One thing that I would do though is to remove the ads when I'm in the gameplay, because it then just looks a whole lot cleaner. And also, but the good thing is that I can, even though I'm touching the ad, it doesn't interfere with the gameplay. But it does look cleaner when you remove the ad when I play, and then you can maybe display a full screen pop-up ad to compensate at the end of maybe each third game or something like that. Just it makes it look much more cleaner, you see, if it's just white and red, in my opinion. So that's also something to consider there. Of course, I'm not going to go into the share buttons and all that stuff. I've talked so much about that. You know that by now. I always like my share button and review app buttons. But of course, I'm going to skip that. But I would encourage everyone that's making an app to always implement that, because it doesn't hurt to have that feature. I also like that, you know, it's only, you know, I click on start, bam, and I'm in the game. I don't have to go through endless amounts of menus, and then I get to the screen. So a very simple layout that does the job. Awesome app, bro. Next one, Flappy Chick. Flappy Chick, Chicaro. So this is a Flappy Bird type app. So let's just jump straight into it to take a look at. Okay, so nice slide down animation there. And what I like is that the app doesn't start immediately. I can tap when I'm ready. So now I'm ready, and then I tap. And it has a bit different response than Flappy Bird does. It doesn't fall as quickly, but I don't have anything against that. I like that. It almost, yeah, let's see, tap. And here, of course, the point is, just like in Flappy Bird, that you have to get through here. But here you can collect some coins. Okay, so you get the gameplay, and I really like, you know, how everything looks. It's professional, it's clean, it's nice animations and all that. If I now go back to the main menu, as you can see, I like this little finesse here. When I click on the settings wheel, it spins. One thing I do have to say though is that I've noticed some errors that might, like that Facebook icon stays there, that are sometimes created as a result of using this setting wheel. Also, last time I clicked on stats, the app crashed, but now it seems that that is handled. But I like the animation there. I also like the cleanliness of the app. It looks very professional. It's a Flappy Bird type app, but nonetheless, I like the design. I like the revamp. And of course, you can also go to the store, visit the store with your newly earned coins, and you can buy all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, which is nice. And you can also watch some trailers or videos in order to get some coins. And yeah, clean app, professional looking app. Not much to say here other than, and of course you have your share function. I like that, thumbs up. Yeah, really not much to say here than that it's a great app. Next one is Tic Tac Hold'em. Never opened this app, so this is going to be my first time and your first time probably seeing this app, unless you're the developer or you've already downloaded it before. Let's see, Tic Tac Hold'em. So here I can, okay. I would probably make it a bit more intuitive just out of the bat here that this is actually a menu, because I didn't see that the second I laid my eyes on it, which it should probably be as intuitive as possible. So the second you lay your eyes on it, bam, you know what to do. You know that this is a menu, because I didn't see that initially, that this is actually a play button. And then you have player 1 versus dealer. There we have an ad. I wouldn't probably use it in order to interrupt the gameplay, but maybe it hasn't started yet. Let's see. Okay. I really like that I can bet here. Isn't that so? And I have to get how many in row? 3? Ah, the machine is good. Chop. It's a draw. You lost half of the bet. Try again. Yes, I'm going to try until, or maybe I'm not going to say that until I win. But let's see. What's the smartest thing to do here? It's to place it. I think that the computer here is very smart. I don't think it's an easy. Dealer won the pot. Try again. Yes, of course I'm going to try again. Let's see. I can't concentrate with the camera in my face. There we have it. Congratulations, you won the pot. Play again. I'm going to quit while I won, while everything's great and but I really like the aspect that you can bet. It's a Tic Tac Hold'em. No, Tic Tac Hold'em. It's a tic tac toe game, just with an extra row, and that you can bet. And I really like that you can bet. I think that adds another spiciness, another dimension to the otherwise boring game, or not boring, but. One thing you can take a look at, and that is my how to hide the status bar tutorial, because then you could hide the status bar, which would make the app look even cleaner. I also would take a look at the home screen when you present the app, that it's, you know, I know that this is a menu, or I know that this is a play button. A bit like, you know, if I now shortly exit Storm, you know, start. It's intuitive, it's simple. But don't get me wrong here, I really love the app. It's just, I would work on the intuitiveness right there. I can click on my profile, and I like that feature that you can choose between different avatars, change the name. I'm now feeling that I get a feel for the app here also. Okay, no ads. Okay, you can buy $0. That's cheap for 250 chips. Let's see. Okay, so you can buy chips. One thing though, and that is that so let me see if I get this straight. So what you do is you play with chips, and then you can buy more chips for real money. Now the thing that I see here is that it says I got a total of $1,475. I would have that say chips if I understood this correctly, so that I know that that isn't my bank account, like my real bank account that you have somehow taken the balance from. I know that that isn't possible, but I would just have that say chips instead of dollars, so that it's intuitive, that I know that I'm actually buying chips here, and not that I'm using these dollars in order to buy these chips, because it now says I got $1,400. Now I want to buy this for $3. That should be very possible. And then what happens is that I get asked to buy it. So I would just take a look at that. Even though that I had $1,400, I wasn't able to buy it, you know. But here, let's take a look at this, and I can share it. I like that, my friend. Really awesome job that I can send it to mail. I would also take a look at Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, but you probably know this. But what I really like to say is that you've got a great core here. I like the gameplay. I like that you can bet. There's just some finesses here and there that can be changed, like making it more intuitive, and also concerning the you know, when you can buy chips and all that, just working on what you actually are buying. Are you buying dollars or chips? Just something to pay attention to there. So just to summarize everything, work on intuitiveness. The game is great. Thank you for sending it in. It was a pleasure to test out, which it is with all apps. Next one is grade average, and this is going to never open this app also. So grade average calculator, find your average about. I'm going to click on find your average. Tap on the grades A, B, C, D, E, no F. Okay, reset. I'm going to click on C. One grade added. I got an E, I got a B, I got a D. Calculate. C minus. Like it, because it's simple. I miss an F though, but that's I'm not too familiar with the A, B, C, D, E, F system, but there is an F, isn't there? So add that, or maybe there's a reason that you didn't add that, I don't know. So maybe it's just as it should be, but I like it. It's intuitive. I see the button find your average, that you have a box around that is great, because then I know it's a button to be pressed. If it just said find your average, it would just be text, but it's a button. I click it, and then I can tap on the grades that I have. So A, B, C, E, and then I can click on calculate. And it's an image that you're displaying here, isn't it? It's not a label as far as I can see. You could make it easier for yourself with just displaying a label, perhaps. I like the simplicity of this app. I have to say that you can just, because you can just select your grades and then you can get your average, which is great. The only thing I would work on is, again, maybe the design. If I now click on here, that you don't have a white box around the grade average, and I would just make sure, I don't know if this is an image or it's a label with a white background, but you could make the background transparent, which I would do. What I would do is I would drag in the label, make the background transparent, and then make the text font white. That way it would be the same as everything else. And you could probably also say, okay, so down there it also says your average is C, your grade average is C, which I like, and you got the ad there to make some money. Awesome. I like it. I like it. Simplicity is good. I would work on design. Next one, Hackit, which is the last app. I'm just going to drink something here. Now, I would like you to pay attention to how long the intro is. You have to think like a hacker outside the box, but I just want to play. But even though there is no way of skipping this, so I just have to sit through you. We're gonna meet soon. That's cozy. Let's hack them. Yeah, let's do that. I'm ready. Let's play here. Let's play. I'm ready. I'm up for it. But I just want to get into my app. I'm touching. Or let them hack you. There we go. Let them hack you or hack them. That's great. I like the design. First of all, I have to say that flat icons very popular nowadays. Awesome. Okay. Hello friend, for now this is just a test. Retype name of the level to password of the level field and unlock the next level. Farther you go, the clever E-Corp will be. Have fun, little hacker. Thank you, big hacker. Okay, the level name was password in capital letters. Hack. Try harder. Password without capital letters. I would just add a 2 lowercase there so that it doesn't, because it does display password in all capital letters. But no biggie. Let's go. Okay, what I would also do is just like, if we go back again. So there we have an ad. 25 seconds, you know. Ads are great, but if they last so long, if I were a normal player now, I would just shut the app and leave. And you want to maximize your retention rate, so I wouldn't have that long ads. Also considering that you also have banner ads down at the bottom of the app, so I would have either or and maybe have them maximum 5 seconds because this is a long ad. Jump over the ad. Now what I would just add is that right now to me this looks like 2 buttons because they look the same. Now what I would do is I would add, of course, you know, I get it that it's a text field, but it looks like 2 buttons. I would add either a ... within the text field or write type here like a placeholder within the text field so that it's crystal clear that it is a text field. I know that I'm a bit, you know, stressing the smaller details right now, but I would just make it as intuitive as possible, which goes for all apps. So I would add a ... or type here placeholder, something like that. Shake. Ah, clever. Fake shake. Fake shake. Okay, so here we have hacked us in to level 2. Level 3. Slide. F Society 43. F Society 43. Now, one thing, because I've already tried this level, that's why I'm so fast here. If I now were to scroll, let's see, I'm just going to hack it. If I now go back to slide, and I want to type something in the text field, I've got my keyboard, and then I want to start scrolling, then it's very difficult for me to get down to the password because I can't hide the keyboard. Okay, I can. Awesome. Yeah, on to landscape. Let's see what we've got here. Here I have to turn my phone, but when I do that, the recording stops, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm just going to say to you, the developer, that this is an awesome game. Really, it is. I was just stressing the smaller details, like making the text more intuitive, being a bit more reserved with the ads. But other than that, it's a great game. It's a brain exercise. It's much more fun than Sudoku or crossword puzzles, in my opinion. And it's a great gameplay. You know, you got a bit of character to it by adding anonymous there, and I can hack it. It's a great design. It's probably one of the most clean design I have seen. I'll stop there, but we're back. It's probably one of the more cleaner designs that I have seen, and I really like the gameplay. It lets you think a little bit. Yeah, and you've been really smart with thinking about how you can hack the different things like sliding and shaking and landscape and copy and need power. I haven't tried these. I've only tried the first 3 ones, but I really like it. It's a genius idea, and I wish you all the best with that app. I wish all of you the best that have sent in your apps today. It was all 6 of them were great apps. Nothing like huge to say, no huge errors or huge bugs or anything of that sort. All great games. So I want to thank you for sharing them with us. And as I said, if your app hasn't been featured yet, it probably will, because I've got all of them in a spreadsheet. So I'm just going to through them one by one. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you click the subscribe button, and then if you do that, I will see you back in the next video. Thank you for watching.